somewhere beneath the surface of the Southern Ocean, in water so cold it would kill you in minutes, at a depth where sunlight has never once reached. Something is watching. For over 100 years, scientists knew it existed. They found pieces of it inside the stomachs of dead whales. They found its eyes, the largest eyes of any animal ever recorded on Earth. But no one had ever seen a living one. Not once. Not ever. Until now. Let's go back to the beginning. Not the beginning of this story. The beginning of the fear. In 1925, two enormous tentacles were pulled from the stomach of a sperm whale caught near the Falkland Islands. Scientists measured them. They didn't believe what they were seeing. These tentacles, just two of them, were longer than most humans are tall. And they ended in hooks, not suckers. Hooks. Rotating, razor-sharp hooks. The animal these tentacles belonged to was given a name, Mesonicotuthis hamiltoni. But the world would come to know it by something more fitting. The colossal squid. It lives here, in the Southern Ocean surrounding Antarctica, in water that sits just above freezing, at depths between 1,000 and 2,000 meters. That is roughly 1 mile straight down, where there is no light, no warmth, and almost no way for us to follow. Scientists believe it can grow to 14 meters in length. That's longer than a London bus, more than twice the size of a great white shark. Its eyes, the largest eyes in the entire animal kingdom, are roughly the size of a dinner plate, 30 centimeters across, designed to see in absolute darkness. And here's what should unsettle you. We know it's down there. We've known for 100 years. But until very recently, we had never once seen it alive. Think about that. The largest invertebrate on Earth, an animal bigger than a car, with eyes the size of plates, and for a century, it hid from us completely. How? The answer tells us something terrifying about how little we actually know about our own planet. To understand why this creature stayed hidden for so long, you need to understand what it takes to find it. The Southern Ocean is arguably the most hostile body of water on Earth. Waves regularly reach 15 meters. Storms appear without warning. The nearest hospital from most research positions is thousands of kilometers away. Scientists don't come here for comfort. They come here because this is where the creature lives, and they have been trying to find it for decades. For most of the 20th century, everything we knew about the colossal squid came from death. Dead animals, beached remains, fragments in stomachs. In 2003, a fishing vessel near Antarctica accidentally caught a colossal squid. It was the first reasonably intact specimen ever examined. It weighed 150 kilograms. Scientists gathered around it like archaeologists around a pharaoh's tomb. But dead is not alive, and alive is what they needed. To film a living colossal squid, you need several things to go perfectly at once. That last one, scientists will tell you, quietly after a few drinks, that luck matters more than almost anything else in deep-sea biology. You can have the best ship, the best cameras, the best team, and still spend 3 weeks in the Southern Ocean and see nothing but darkness, and the sound of your own breathing. ROVs, remotely operated vehicles, are the eyes we send where we cannot go. They are tethered to the surface ship by cables thousands of meters long. They carry lights, cameras, and sensors, and they descend into a world that operates entirely without us. But here's the problem. An ROV is loud. It vibrates. It hums. It disturbs the water. The colossal squid, a predator that evolved over millions of years.
All equipment loaded and
silence,
secured, Doctor.
can
Excellent.
detect that
It's time.
disturbance from far
The next
away.
chapter begins today.
For years, researchers believed they were being watched, that the squid was there, close, but always, just out of frame. Until a team working in the Drake Passage decided to try something different. They waited. They went quiet.
Make it unforgettable.
And they sent their camera
Leave them
down
changed.
without lights, in the dark, to meet whatever was down there, on its terms. March 2025, the Southern Ocean, roughly 600 kilometers from the Antarctic coast. The Schmidt Ocean Institute's research vessel, Falkor 2, was conducting a deep-sea survey. The ROV Sebastian, a $5 million underwater robot, was descending through water that hadn't seen sunlight in centuries, at approximately 600 meters depth. Something appeared at the edge of the camera's small, maybe 30 centimeters, translucent, almost see-through, with a reddish tint. It wasn't swimming away. The scientists in the control room recognized it immediately, and nobody spoke. For almost 30 seconds, nobody said a word. What they were seeing was a juvenile colossal squid, not full-grown, perhaps 1 year old, but alive. Moving, breathing, existing, in front of a camera. For the first time in recorded human history. Notice the eyes. Even at this juvenile size, roughly the length of your forearm, those eyes are already enormous relative to its body. Built for darkness, built for depth, built for a world we have never properly entered. The squid stayed in frame for nearly 20 minutes. It did not flee. It did not attack. It watched. And then it was gone. Back into the deep. Back to the place it had always lived. The place we had been trying to reach for 100 years. In that moment, 20 minutes of footage, science changed. Not dramatically, not loudly, just quietly, completely, forever. So what did those 20 minutes actually teach us? More than a century of dead specimens ever could. First, color. Dead colossal squid are pink or pale white. Preserved in formaldehyde for decades, they lose everything. The living squid was reddish-brown, vibrant, dynamic. Chromatophores, specialized skin cells, flickering across its mantle in patterns scientists had only theorized about. Second, movement. We assumed the colossal squid was a slow, deep ambush predator, waiting, barely moving, conserving energy in the cold. And that appears to be true, but with a twist. Even this juvenile demonstrated bursts of speed, sharp, precise movements with its fins, control that surprised the research team. Third, and perhaps most striking, behavior. The squid was not afraid. It did not flee from the ROV's lights. It approached. It observed. It stayed. This is either curiosity or confidence, and in an apex predator of the deep ocean, confidence means something very specific. It means it has no reason to fear anything it has ever encountered. Let that settle for a moment. The largest invertebrate on Earth. An animal built like a biological weapon, hooks on its tentacles, the strength to drag prey into the dark, eyes that see in absolute blackness. It looked at our most advanced deep-sea robot and felt nothing. Here is what we still do not know, and it is a long list. How large do they actually get? The 14-meter estimate comes from scale comparisons with tentacle fragments. We have never measured a living adult. How long do they live? We don't know. How do they reproduce? We have never witnessed it. How many are there? We have no idea. Current estimates range from thousands to... we genuinely cannot say.
All equipment loaded and secured, Doctor.
Excellent.
It's time. The next chapter begins today.
More than 80% of Earth's oceans remain completely unexplored. The colossal squid, an animal the size of a bus, hid from us for 100 years in water that covers our own planet. What else is hiding? Scientists believe there are species in the
Make it
deep
unforgettable.
ocean, animals
Leave
with
them
bodies,
changed.
faces, behaviors that we have not yet discovered. Not microbes, not bacteria, animals, possibly large ones. The colossal squid was our myth, our monster. The thing sailors dreamed about and scientists doubted. And it was real, which means the next myth might be real too. The Schmidt Ocean Institute has already announced further expeditions. New ROVs are being designed with quieter thrusters, specifically to reduce disturbance in the water column. New camera systems can now film in near-zero light, using wavelengths the squid's eyes may not detect. Teams from New Zealand, the United Kingdom, Australia, and the United States are collaborating on what some are calling the most ambitious deep-sea survey ever attempted. Their goal: return to the Southern Ocean. Find an adult. Film it. Not a fragment. Not a carcass. Not 20 minutes of a juvenile. The real thing. Full size. In its world. The ocean does not give up its secrets easily. It never has. But for the first time in a century, we have proof, real, moving, breathing proof, that the colossal squid exists in the water
Stabilize
beneath
the
us
trajectory.
right now.
We're losing containment.
Swimming, hunting, watching, and waiting. Look at it. 100 years. That's how long it took us. 100 years of searching, guessing, and hoping to find this. A young animal, not yet grown. Barely a fraction of what it will become. Looking into a camera, it has no reason to fear. In that eye is everything we do not know. Every species we haven't named.
What does it mean?
Every depth we haven't reached.
Why does it matter?
Every creature that has spent millions of years living in a world we have never entered. We thought we knew this planet. We have walked on its mountains. We have crossed its deserts. We have mapped its skies so precisely, we can predict a storm 3 days before it arrives. And yet, miles beneath the surface of our own world, something with eyes the size of dinner plates was living its entire life, completely unknown to us, for 100 years. We have taken one photograph, turned on one light, in one small corner of one vast, dark ocean. The ocean still hides secrets we have never imagined.
The ocean still hides secrets we have never imagined.